What's up, you guys? It's Greg, and I'm back with another unedited video. So, as I said in the previous video, this video is going to be entirely unedited, or as least as I possibly can, and I'm just going to be giving out my pure, unfiltered thoughts about a particular subject. You can listen to this like a podcast, just throw it in your pocket, set your phone down or something, and listen to it, because it's going to be a longer form, not many edits at all, and no quick cuts, nothing like that. So you can sit back and listen to today's topic, which is, I think, watching alpha males on the internet, on YouTube. These YouTube alpha males is literally making you more of a loser than you would be if you didn't watch them. Now, I have a lot of experience on this topic because I'm basically, I guess you could say I'm a manosphere YouTuber. For anyone who doesn't know what YouTube manosphere means, it's basically just the YouTube or internet community around men and men's issues and men's topics that they talk about as it comes to dating, fitness, health, that sort of stuff. Now, something that I've noticed for a while now recently, over the past couple of years, is that making red pill content on YouTube is one of the easiest ways to make big bucks, honestly. I challenge you to do this right now, if your hands are free. Go onto YouTube and type in red pill, or type in Sneeko, or Andrew Tate, any of those names. Anything red pill related, anything the truth about dating, look up any of those things and just look at how many views each one of those videos has. There are thousands, if not millions, of people watching this content, and the creators of this content are the ones who benefit from it. It is so easy to put out a video where you drop the truth about women, the truth about dating. This is why you can't get any women, and I'm exposing the truth. It is so easy to get eyes onto videos like that because, to be quite honest with you, people are desperate. There are millions and millions of desperate men out there who feel lost and want to find some sense of purpose, some sense of direction in life. And all things considered, the red pill ideology provides that for them. It provides them some sort of direction and some sort of, they feel like they're being exposed to the truth that they didn't know was there before, right? But I feel like there's a massive issue with this, mainly because the red pill message comes in two parts, right? First, there's the self-improvement part, which I absolutely advocate for. When you hop on any of the Fresh and Fit podcasts, you'll hear, oh yeah, guys, if you want to make it in life, you just get your money up, start hitting the gym, bro, that sort of stuff. The actual message of that, of get your money up, work hard, hit the gym, take care of your body, that stuff is important, absolutely. But there's also a second part of this message, which is the one that actually gets the clicks. Because nobody wants to hop on a video that just tells them to work harder. No, people want to hop on the video that tells them the truth about dating. Because that's something that everyone wants. Everybody wants the truth that nobody else knows. Right? So when you hop on, let's say, a Fresh and Fit video, and they're talking about the truth about dating women, they have a whole lineup of, I guess, OnlyFans girls who live in Miami and stuff. And they're dropping the truth. They're telling you, hey, man, you got to keep these women in line, bro. You have to act like an alpha male. Never back down. Hold your frame, brother. That sort of stuff. And the second part, and the part of this message that is really critical, is when they start talking about female nature. And they present it in, man, if you're a young guy listening to this stuff, they present it in a way that makes it almost irrefutable, right? They say, hey, we're all just biologically wired this way, and this is how women are wired. And they're wired to do certain things that you may not like. If let's say your girl cheats on you, she was wired to do that. It's just in female nature. If you walk into a room and there's a guy with more money than you, the women will go to that guy because it's just female nature, bro. There's nothing we can do about it. It's biology. Presenting this sort of speech, this sort of argument to millions of young impressionable men who likely have not had great experiences with women, myself included, it's an easy way to suck them into this world of bitterness, of hate, hatred for women, absolute like crazy levels of misogyny, and that's what you end up seeing in these red pill circles. And here's the kicker. If you end up disagreeing or making a counter argument saying, hey, guys, what's with all this, I understand the self-improvement part, but what's with all this like trashing women and stuff? Like, do you genuinely believe that they're all built the same, that they're all wired exactly the same? The easy response is, oh no, you're a beta cuck blue pilled guy. Guys, don't listen to this fella right here. He's blue pilled. He doesn't know what he's talking about. Dude, bro, you can tell he gets none. And then that's the easy way out. They never, after saying that someone is a blue pill beta, they never have to explain their way out of that situation. You know what I'm saying? And now let's consider this two-part message that they give. They give the self-improvement part, but also the female nature, all women are like this part of the message. And you have an audience of guys who are young and impressionable and probably haven't had a great experience with women, right? Just like younger me. Out of those two parts of the message, which one is easier to latch onto and actually follow through with? Is it easier to hop in the gym for years, work on your craft, work on something that you're really dedicated to? That's something that takes good mental health, that's something that takes dedication, that's something that takes practice and mindfulness? Or is it easier to just latch onto the part that just says, this is female nature, they're gonna act like this, they're gonna divorce you, they're gonna take your kids, they're gonna take your money? Which one is easier for a young, impressionable guy to latch onto and be devoted to believing? The second part, of course, because the first part actually takes some level of dedication and discipline. The second part of the message only tells you that, hey, you're on our side as long as you believe this. And then if you hop into the comment sections of any of these videos, whether it be like incel videos or any of those red pill truth videos, all you're gonna see is people agreeing. They're like, oh my God, you're so right, dude. I can't believe this happened. I had a buddy of mine who got divorced and they took all his money. This, and that. They have countless of perfect anecdotes of their bad experiences that do something else important. They confirm their already existing biases. This is called confirmation bias. And basically, confirmation bias is what keeps people in this red pill sphere. I'm going to give you a story from my own experiences here. When I was around 13, 14, 15 years old, late middle school, early high school, I ended up stumbling upon a lot of those, wrecked, feminist gets wrecked videos. Watch this guy own the feminist. The angry, screaming, pink-haired feminist gets owned by this guy with facts and logic. And those videos were so entertaining and addicting that I could not get enough of them. You probably watched them too at some point. And after watching those videos countless of times, my algorithm started pushing more and more of that red pill content towards me, to the point where it was almost the only kind of content that I watched. The effect that this had on my mental state and how I viewed women at a young age, especially, this is damaging. At a young age, viewing women like this is incredibly unhealthy. I ended up going to school every single day and thinking nothing but bitter and negative thoughts. And there will be plenty of people who defend the red pill, saying, bro, that's not what it actually says. Bro, you completely misinterpreted it. It does not matter how perfectly you interpret it. It's how the audience who is listening to the content receives it. If they're offered with the choice to either do this really difficult thing or this easy thing that you can do immediately, they're always going to do the easy thing that gives them the instant gratification. You like that word, don't you? It is instantly gratifying to hop into a space with other people who are bitter and hateful and confirm your biases about a group of people that you've had bad experiences with. I mean, that's how hate groups start. And when you have thousands of young men who've had bad experiences, maybe they've had a girlfriend that broke up with them, broke their heart, or they've been cheated on, or they overall just get rejected and can't seem to see any success with women, that circle grows. That's why you see so many views on these red pill videos. That's why their numbers are insane. Their analytics are stupid. And it only keeps growing because the population of directionless young men grows along with it. The results of this is genuinely not great. As I said before, in my own case, I would end up going to school and seeing women and girls my age as nothing but I didn't see them as people. I couldn't hold eye contact. I couldn't take them seriously. They couldn't take me seriously because of the way I presented myself towards them. And it was overall just, it's an embarrassing point in my life that I really don't like to discuss, but I'm gonna be honest with you here. I was that cringy, arrogant kid that made the edgy jokes. I made the jokes about, oh, this is what feminism did to the modern world. Like, bro, I was that guy, right? And I would constantly refeed those biases in my brain by watching those videos. Now, how exactly did I escape? Well, I'm going to tell you. The way you escape this cycle of constantly refeeding information to your brain that confirms your biases around women, and you and you end up completely believing this sort of red pill situation, is by, bro, turning off the screen. Honestly, I'm gonna be honest with you here. It's honestly, it's a very interesting formula that these guys use for their videos that makes it so addicting. I know it's so easy to pick on Fresh and Fit, but you have to give them credit where it's due. They've mastered the formula to keeping eyes on their content. Here's what they do. They start a podcast where just the average one of their podcasts, you can click on any one. 9 times out of 10, there's going to be guy number 1 and guy number 2, and then like 7 women around them. The majority of the women around them are like OnlyFans, LA, Miami models, Instagram girls who are going to be shouting for attention. They're going to be screaming. They're going to be getting loud. And then the guy comes in, he's like, hey, and he puts them in their place. He says, hey, this is my podcast. You get out if you don't want to hear it, if you don't want to hear the truth. And then they rinse and repeat that whole cycle, talking about female nature. Look how loud and rowdy these girls are, until we put them in their place, until they hear the truth. And then the audience eats it up. Simple as that. And quite honestly, it's an easy formula. It works. But the problem with this, I feel, is that it warps young men's perception of what the real world is like. 99.9% of the people you're going to meet in the real world are not these Miami, LA, OnlyFans models who are looking to get more followers. Because that's what those videos do. As much as the audience watching them says, hey, I hate these hoes that come on this podcast and act out of line until Fresh and Fit put them in their place. But guess what? After they turn off the podcast, man, they're scrambling for that girl's Instagram. They're scrambling for the OnlyFans link. Because that's just part of the formula. Watching videos like that, and watching those wrecked feminist videos, all those red pill videos in general, it makes you believe that that's how the majority of people are. There are always going to be people on the fringes who believe in extreme ideologies that don't really make sense. But the vast majority of people you're going to meet, the vast majority of women you're going to meet, whether it's in school, whether it's at work, on your college campus, are nothing like that. You need to understand the way you crawl out of this red pill hole or this bottomless pit of hating women is by, one, meeting more people, and realize when you meet a person that this is a human. There's another human you're speaking to. They have a story. They have experiences. They've cried before. They've been sad. They've been happy before. They felt joy before. They have a story. They have experiences. They have memories. Just like you. This isn't a random creature that you see that's just made to reproduce with you. Once you start viewing people in this way as humans, they're other humans. They have experiences. They've cried before. They laughed before. They've loved before. that's when you can start escaping this. You know what I'm saying? And the vast majority of those people are not going to be like those, are not OnlyFans girls from Fresh and Fit's podcast, dude. That's pretty much all I want to get through your head in this video. Because I know that it's very easy to get clicks by just saying this is the truth, this is what they don't want you to know. Because when you show to an audience of people that they're in the know, that they know something that everybody else doesn't, it creates some sort of exclusivity where people feel like almost like a narcissistic sense of like, oh, I know the truth. I saw a video of like this woman berating this man and calling him a misogynist, but I know the truth. This is all part of their scheme. They all scheme this way. When in reality, almost nobody you meet in the real world is like that. And on top of that, when you are stuck in that sort of mindset, even when you go in the real world and maybe take the advice of going into the real world and trying to meet new people, the only parts of people that you're going to be looking for is the negative parts. You can go out of your way to meet a new let's say you meet a new girl in your college campus and you start talking with her, you become somewhat friends with her, and then she mentions that she was in a relationship before. A normal person thinks, oh, okay, so she's been in a relationship before. That red pill mindset will be like, oh, so she's been with other dudes, so that means that she's on the SMV scale, she's sliding down on the SMV scale. If we think about that, her value has gone down statistically. Bro, you sound like a schizo, literally. And this is the way I thought at some point too. So if you think this way, you're not alone. But if you go out of your way to look at only the bad parts of people, you're gonna stay that way. You need to. It's a very difficult process, but you need to take that first part that I mentioned, that first part of their message that I actually agree with, which is the self-improvement part. Go out of your way to do that first, and overall, just ignore a lot of that female nature stuff. As true as people might say it is, it's not going to help you. It will only detriment any sort of success you have with other people. So that's all I have for now. If you feel like I missed anything or you want to comment on anything I said, please let me know down in the comments. I want to discuss it with you. And remember, winners win, losers lose. Go be a winner today. Turn off your phone, bro. Go outside and touch some grass.